Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to a new episode of Conan Exiles in the Exiled lands. So, during the last episode, I managed to get Janos and Lian. I leveled them up a little bit, but not too much. I only tested them a little bit. I managed to give them some armors. I got myself a better armor. But now it's time to level them up a little bit. And one of the best ways to do so is to actually go to the Unnamed City. I've been there before, but only a little bit. Now I plan to level these two up and then actually fight some bosses. In order to do that, I will need some more food for them though. Okay. Also, to give them some more damage. So up so far, the only boss in the Unnamed City that I've already fought is the Brute. I even managed to get the Helm of the Brute for one of my followers. And one of the reasons why you might want this is due to the strength weapon damage, which is an additional 6%. Okay, so as I said, I will need some food. Urtugra was a good helper, as I named him, and even got some decent perks. Now I'll just leave him here in the camp so he can take care of it. Let's see if I might actually need something else. I will just run with the hardened steel one. I already got myself some extra resources to get more armor in case this one breaks, or at least to fix it. But the definitive armor will be only after I do some dungeons. At the moment I'm not that great with them. More than that, I am planning on building a precision alchemist. Nearly forgot about it. The reason why I want to do that is because it will save me a lot when I need to craft the pure aloe extracts. It seems that I have a small problem. Well, let's see if I can. Oopsie. Yeah, as I was saying, I do have a small problem because I don't have enough steel reinforcements. Let's see if I have any steel left around. Okay, so I think this should be it. Now this is very hard to place. Yeah, I don't really care about the layout at the moment. I just need them to work. Okay, so as you can see, by using this one, I'm actually saving plenty of aloe leaves. But most of all, I am saving plenty of alchemical base. That's basically going down by 1/3. So for every 2 potions, I can make an extra one. And after basically forcing myself to reach level 60 without actually crafting things, and I've only lived with weak hollow extracts, now it's a good time to actually have some decent extracts. Okay, so these should suffice. Some food for my trolls. I'll probably have to drop some of that at some point. Okay, so it's time to go away. Now to make my way to the Unnamed City. I'm not sure exactly which way to go yet, but I think the best suited would be through here. We can test ourselves against the red dragon. I will try to level up my trolls before actually getting there though. I always forget to keep my torch working properly. I cannot wait to be able to fight the red mother, because this way I can, well, hopefully get the torch from her. I don't remember the name of that torch, but I do know it lasts for a lot of hours, and once you get that, it's a lot easier. I don't know, maybe I haven't actually used the light source from the sorcery. I had some issues at some point using it. My trolls were getting slowed down while I was using it. Basically, they froze for like a couple of seconds instead of actually going into battle, and it was similar to enemies, so I don't want to mess around like that. Yeah, so before actually reaching the dragon, I want to fight a few undead over here as well. There's some undead hyenas next to the sinkhole, and there's also a small village of skeletons. Usually they give decent experience, and the skeletons have good drops. Well, not all the time, but most of the time they will have some decent drops. Okay, exactly what I needed, some steel. Nice, those are good amounts. There's usually... Aha. I have no idea why these guys were not here to begin with. Okay, over here, next to two grass stand, there's some rock noses. Early on in the game, you can level up yourself. Well, yourself only after you get some decent mace. But you can level up your trolls here during their lower levels. Okay, now I can actually drop from here. I want to test these two against the demon spider as well. And maybe I can even get a decent weapon from the loot chest at the demon spider's cave. Cutler's shortcut. Okay, so finally they leveled up. that's unfortunate about stronger trolls. It is harder to level them up. When I was leveling Tugra up, it was easier. Still, these guys are worth it. Even on their lower levels, they still have more HP than Tugra does at level 20. While Tugra is excellent against some smaller old world bosses, you might risk him against bigger ones, and that's why I actually plan on making these two stronger. I know for sure that Janos will become stronger. As you can see, he already has plenty of extra HP, and he's also way in front when it comes to strength. So maybe I'll just have to raise another Lian. During the last episode, I actually got myself 4 Lians to be sure that I have some proper trolls. Sometimes the growth rate for them is not so good, like this one I have right now. Let's see. As you can see, his growth chances are 70, 64, 52, and only for grit it has 88. I was more interested in strength and vitality, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so on my way to Cutler's shortcut, I can play a little bit with these guys. Usually spiders will give decent HP. Decent experience, sorry, not HP. Yeah, so this is, I'm already close to this. This is Cutler's shortcut. Early in the game, this is one of the best ways to farm yourself legendary equipment. Weapons, shields, anything, because the demon spider is not that hard to defeat. And it's actually guarding bloody hell. And the demon spider is also guarding a legendary chest, unlike most bosses who don't have loot chests next to them. He still has it, and that's a big advantage. Oh yeah. Okay, so these guys are definitely a lot stronger than Tugra was at their level. I think I had to get him to level 15 to actually not be afraid that I might lose him against the demon spider. On the other hand, he didn't have the gear that they have on. After I level them up, I will have to actually start looking for a tier 4 or tier 3 armorer to get even better armors. These are okay-ish, but far from excellent. Without no armorer, it's not so good. Okay, so now it's time to actually test ourselves. And the best test is to send both of them while I watch them. Fortunately, they don't look to be taking too much damage and they heal up quickly. Now both of them have some legendary maces. Guess that also helps. This is where you can find the loot chest. Legendary. These are nice. They might not be the best, but these weapons are quite nice. Okay, so they actually did a very good job. Once again, I am very happy that now the world bosses are dropping paddings. They're a good addition to everything. There you go, hold on to them. Yeah, so hopefully they should be strong enough to play with the red dragon. If not, I'll just have to run away from him. I really don't want him to destroy my trolls, but they should be okay-ish. After all, the red dragon is not necessarily one of the strongest world bosses. Bye bye. Okay, so basically I need to head this way. Now if you want, you can climb on top of this. It will take you inside the Unnamed City. And you can even find the mini boss skeleton over there. who can drop the Eye of the Watcher or something like that, a legendary sword. Fortunately, that sword doesn't actually do that much damage, which is why I'm not bothered about going after it. I will visit him at some point, but it's not worth it right now. Hopefully these guys will level up quickly once we start killing skeletons, and then we will be able to enter the library of esoteric artifacts and also learn the map room. Yeah, so basically if you are on the Exiled lands and you want to play with the red dragon, this is where you find him. He is very close to Muriela's Hope, right at the entrance. You can actually make him to come after you. Yeah. Since it's the first time fighting against him, I will try to use my knives, my daggers to help my trolls. Apparently they are taking some damage, but they heal up quickly. Fortunately, it seems like these daggers are stacking up quite well. Okay, so good thing about these daggers is that they are not stacking just bloody hell. They're not stacking just the disease, they're also stacking bleeding. Okay, so now one of my trolls apparently decided to go inside the ground. And bye bye, Mr. Dragon. Okay, so considering that we were able to play very well with this guy. Oh yeah, those are nice drops. Yeah, considering that we actually got him so easily, I am gaining a little bit of confidence. We might just be able to do a good job and fight more world bosses inside the Unnamed City. So first I will go this way. I'll come this way. Before I will stop by some skeletons. As I said, I want to level these guys up, not to just take them after world bosses. I don't want to kill them too easily. They are leveling up pretty decently, so I want to get them even higher. Yeah, so the next target will be the Brute. Who knows, maybe he will drop another helm or my second troll. Yeah, so when you're coming to this area, I remember my first visit over here. Don't be necessarily afraid that you're going to face some miracle dragon despite the sounds. Uh, you can only find some dragons over here at the spawning pools, and it's mostly some hatchlings around here. And over here you've got the green dragon and some green dragon hatchlings. So they will not get you just anywhere. Yeah, so over here you find this guy, the brute. Best way to go after him is with maces. I already defeated him when I came here with Tugra, so with these two, both of them having legendary maces will be even easier. But in order to save some time, you can always lend a hand. Okay, so the drops are decent. Not really interested in the gauntlets, so I will not take them with me. They are nice-ish, but once again, if I don't need them, I don't need them. Okay, so next I'll get over here. There's a lot of skeletons. And with these maces, we should be able to get some quick experience from them. So there's 1, 2. Hello, do you want to fight? Yeah, the good thing about these guys, even though they have decent HP, they will die fast and they do give some decent experience. And more than that, they will drop some good loot from time to time. Hello. Okay, that's nice. This is very nice. Whoa. Yeah, they also drop bricks. Although I don't really need those anymore. Or maybe I do. That's a decent amount. It would be a waste not to take them. More of them over here. Hello. 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 Yeah, so they are dropping some paddings, only it's the normal ones with normal armor. It's not for epic ones. Still better than nothing. Nope. Although I will need these in the future to make water breathing potions, so I will take them. There's more skeletons over here. There's also lower tablet over here.
Find rest and succor between errands.
Yeah, hardened bricks are even better.
We can always use more servants.
Okay, so over here there's more skeletons. And in front of me is the War Maker. You can actually talk to him. I'll just go quickly greet him. Or maybe you cannot talk to him. Ah, you can, but it needs to be a certain angle.
When we work, I see that you have embraced the
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't really say many things. Okay, so now we should be strong enough to play with one of the world bosses over here. Yeah, so right here you've got the Keeper of the Flame. Basically it's under this construction. He's not alone. There's two skeletons over here. The reason why I want to get rid of them is because they are causing bloody hell. Yeah, so they will slow my power down. Okay, so as far as I can see, these guys are actually handling this situation very well. I'm not sure if it's due to their gear or they're just this strong. Basically not taking much damage and they're dealing quite a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just had a couple of issues with my TV. Oh, that's nice. This is basically a lifesaver. It will mean less hardened leather used on those. This is decent, but not necessarily the best. Okay, so that's a very good amount. very useful when I want to make myself heavy armor. Epic one. Very, very useful. Okay, let's see what the skeletons are dropping. If you want, you can harvest this guy. Unfortunately, he doesn't really drop that interesting things. You can actually take that one. Behind the flame, there's usually a couple of things, and this one is something you want to take. Of course, you want to loot these guys as well. Apparently, some of the corpses disappeared. Okay, so now I'm actually very happy that I got to defeat this guy. Next on the list is one of his brothers. The commander. That one will be a little bit harder to defeat though. He has a decent army of skeletons next to him. He is usually found somewhere around here. Now if you want, you can also come next to this statue. There are a couple of skeletons. Annoying bastards. The reason why I wanted to come is that sometimes you can find relic fragments over here containing fragments of power. Okay, so where the bloody hell are my throws? Okay, nice, they leveled up. It seems I wasn't lucky this time. I couldn't find a relic fragment. Usually it's around here, next to this big statue. Wait, was that a chest? Nope. Yeah, so I want to get some more experience for these guys. As you can see, there's an entire squadron of skeletons over here. Usually I wouldn't bother with these once my throws are leveled up, but right now they are giving decent experience, so why not?
So I can carve it on your pyre.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the Keeper of the Flame has a brother. And his brother is over here, called the Commander. I think this one has a different weapon. On each side there's, I think, 6 skeletons. My advice, try to get these to follow you. Hopefully he will not be coming at the same time. Make sure not to fight all of them by yourself. no idea how I ended up in there. The good thing is that I am able to take plenty of damage apparently. And I really hate the fact that one of the archer skeletons is crippling me a lot. Okay. Nice. Nice. And this is basically the reason why I want to avoid getting the commander to join his trolls. Because they can pile up on you and your trolls and you won't be able to properly attack them. On the other hand, if you got the trolls over there, then exactly over here you've got the commander. Yeah, so this one has a double a two-handed sword. Bloody bastard. Okay, so it will be harder to defeat, that's for sure. Maybe not necessarily. Fortunately, I'm not taking very much damage. It seems that my armor is handling things very well. Why? Stop bloody hell attacking me. Here I was saying that I'm not taking much damage, and what are you doing to me? Yeah, so as you can see, these guys are actually not taking much, or barely no damage. They're healing up very fast. And down he goes. Nice, another crystalline piece. This one might actually be very useful with that spectre coating. I will have to add some improvements to it. Okay, so these I really needed. No, I'm not much of a fan of making those light armors. And I will send these okay, so speaking of bloody hell, I was hoping for a torch, for wood to remake my torch, but I think we might be able to go after the Red Mother. Yeah, speaking of skeleton bosses, let me just take one more look now that there's light outside. Yeah, nothing over here, unfortunately. Yeah, so speaking of skeleton bosses, there's one more world boss skeleton, and he is over there. You can see him at the top, called the Watcher. Now, since I'm here to level up my trolls, I will play with the skeletons under him as well. Now the tricky part about this guy is actually reaching him. Unfortunately, he's not so easily to reach. But I will show you in a moment exactly how to do it. Okay, so the guy's leveled up a little bit.
So I can carve it on your pyre!
Yeah, so as I was saying, it's not so easy to reach him. There's no direct way to actually go to him. Best way is to climb over there. Let me see if I remember the proper way to climb to him. Yep. It's not 100% guaranteed, but this is one of the best choices. Climb yourself over here. So somewhere around here there should be this gap, which will allow you to rest. Then you can climb over here. I didn't really invest that much in stamina, so it's not so easy for me. But once you basically get over here, you're nearly on the bridge. Oi. Okay, so once you're on the bridge, you can come over here and you'll see the red mother downstairs. And just over here, you can already see the Watcher. Now, my advice, don't fight him on the ledge. Just make him follow you. This guy might actually do quite some damage since he is using the Warhammer. Compared to the others, he is doing quite some damage, to be honest. My advice is for you to stay out of its way. These guys seem to be dealing enough damage and they're not taking as much as I am. Okay, so he's actually dealing quite a lot of damage. Up until now, none of the others were able to deal that much damage to my trolls. And as always, he will drop... that one's nice. That one's really nice. Also some more of these. Yeah, so he actually dropped quite some decent things. Now I know I'm hoping for much. I'm not sure if this is a Warhammer or a one-handed. Yeah, bloody Warhammer. I don't like two-handed weapons. I have no idea why, but I simply don't like them. Still, it's worth keeping. Okay, so if you want more experience, you can also get these guys to follow you. These as well. Hello. Bye-bye. So I actually want to fight these guys to give my trolls enough time to recover. I want to go after the red mother. Hopefully I'll be able to get that torch. Okay, so I actually have way too many things on me. I don't really need those. At some point I will have to start giving these guys things and their food. Yeah, so in order to get down safely, you can actually follow the same route. Okay, so as I said, now it's time for the red mother. You can find her exactly over here where it says the spawning pools. I will use these knives on her. She is more difficult to defeat than other bosses, so it's best to use everything on her. Okay, so as you can see, she can actually deal a lot of damage. Well, for me, those guys seem to be okay. But if I can apply some bleeding and some disease damage over time, it should work even better. I have no idea why she's not moving. Well, she is, but not too much. Seems that little crows being under her is a bit confused. Right, don't come after me. Okay, so why the bloody hell is this one here? Okay, and down she goes. And I was hoping for a torch. I wasn't so lucky. This one is not so bad, to be honest. Okay, let's harvest her. Let's harvest the baby as well. Okay, this was actually quite productive. For the moment, I'll only take those. If you want, over here there's a loot chest with a couple of things. Sometimes useful, sometimes not. Sometimes there's a relic fragment over there, giving you a fragment of power. So over here you'll find another baby dragon, but I think that was it. He basically came to me. Still you will find bloodstone golem.
Steal and slice!
Blood crystal golem, sorry. So you guys are doing well. Okay, so next on the list is a weak boss over here. Unfortunately, I didn't get my torch. If you want, there's some relic hunters over here. I will go after them in some future episode. At the moment I'm mostly interested in the bosses, since now I can actually beat them. Sometimes you'll find some big scorpions over here, but they're not world bosses, so you don't need to worry. Okay, so one of them is close to 3000 HP, which is good. Now there's some weeks over here and their boss over there. I think his name is the Grave Walker. So these guys have plenty of HP. They will also give you corruption, so you might want to be careful. He really doesn't want to talk to me. Sorry, he really wants to talk to me apparently. He doesn't like my trolls. Yeah, so he will take damage a lot faster than other bosses. He's not dealing that much damage. Oh, he actually dealt quite some damage. Okay, so this guy actually seems dangerous. And he will drop some of these, the commander pieces. Basically, this one can be dropped by any of the undead bosses, it's not just by him. Okay, next, over here. Is the green dragon. I forgot to actually mark them on the map. Okay, so I'll let my trolls do a little bit of fighting, and I will have to go for a little bit. Yes, sorry about that. Apparently someone was calling me, but like any other day, it's scammers. Okay, so next, the green dragon over here. Also, the green dragon is not alone. He has some hatchlings. So basically, you will find him over there. You can see him. And there's 1, 2, 3 hatchlings. So if you need some dragon bones, leather, or simply want to play with some dragons, this is the perfect occasion. Now we are over here for experience as well, so might as well get it. Also, I do want to farm some leather. Okay, so if you want, you can make the hatchlings attack you. Get rid of some of them. And then you can fight the green dragon. Okay, nice. Apparently Janos has been doing his job when leveling up. I'm not really impressed about that agility, but the increase in strength is quite good and his vitality is way up compared to Liam. His strength is as well. That's nice. Okay, so you can actually send them after the dragon, and you can go after the small one. Apparently it's not working that well. Yeah, so if you want to end the fight with the dragon faster, of course you can go with the knives. Or better said, if you don't have the knives, you can go with anything that will deal damage over time. Okay, that was a cheap shot. Apparently this guy is a bit stronger than the red dragon, or he is fighting better. I'm not sure exactly which one is it. The thing is, he is dealing damage to my trolls. But he's dead. Okay. Yeah, so next I'll go after the boss inside this. I think it's called the Citadel of the Triumvirate, or something like that. The boss is a big snake. Actually, this one might be better. And the other one. The annoying thing about this location is that for a bit you will take some bloody skeletons. Yeah, so as you enter you will get corruption. I don't remember if you get it inside as well. There is a chance. Okay, I really hate the fact that I don't have enough water. Another thing you need to consider when going inside this, the Citadel of the Triumvirate, is the fact that come on. There's the fact that there's some snakes over there. Not just the big one, the boss. There's also some smaller annoying bastards, and they will poison you. Yeah, so before you enter, there's basically two entrances, one here, one here. Before you enter, you've got this. Over here there's the journal, apparently teaching you set emotes. Okay, so as you go in, my advice, send your trolls forward. As I said, there's some cobras.
If you have been bidden to come here, if it is the purpose of your being to be given to the old.
Yeah, they're already coming, the annoying snakes. And that's not a good thing. I'm out of bloody Okay, so one of the ways to discover the rest of the cobras is to actually shoot some arrows. And of course you can even get one in the big snake. If you have noxious arrows, that's perfect. As you can see, you still gain corruption. Why, bloody snakes? Okay, so after a time, apparently this guy is going back. I really hate that useless torch. Okay, so basically this is the Serpent of Set, I think. For some reason he's not attacking. I cannot complain. Maybe he cannot see us since I don't have a torch. Okay, thank you very much for dying for us. You are a nice serpent. Yeah, so he will drop a skeleton key. And if you want some serpent venom glands, also plenty of these. Yeah, so on the sides you will find some loot chests. Not necessarily the best contents though. And they kind of spawn at random, it's not always the same ones. A bit disappointing since there's only coins. And very annoying since you're gaining corruption by staying here. Yeah, so basically these were most of the bosses. Now there's one more over here inside the aviary, the Bat Demon boss. I really hate not having water with me. Yeah, so when it comes to the aviary, there's also some bat demons at the top. You can see that one over there, another one over there. If you want to avoid gaining corruption, you can actually strike him from here. I think he has some name. I don't remember which one is it. Apparently he's not coming here anymore, or maybe he is. I'm honestly trying to avoid gaining corruption. I've already gained quite a bit. And it's just like gaining weight. It's okay to gain some, but not that much. So as you can see, this guy is not a big threat. He's quite easily to deal with, especially if you have something to deal damage over time. and he doesn't really deal that much damage. On the other hand, he does have water breathing. Well, anything is better than nothing. Okay, so next to him, inside the aviary, you will find some more lore.
If you have been chosen
And
to
there's
work
a
the
chest
aviary, be wary.
with
The winged demons
sometimes
that
useful
we use
things.
to complete our errands are fed on the flesh from the sacrifice pits. And they see
Yeah,
your
so now that I
kind as
actually
prey. The aviary allows
got
us
myself
to rule
some
our empire, carrying the decrees of the triumvirate across the land.
decent
Our
amount
beasts feed
fragments of
themselves as
power.
they travel, but they are intelligent
I can
enough
go to the
never
library of
lose their
esoteric
way,
knowledge.
like you wanted.
Of course, there is more of these guys along the way. I might just well take them. Those are good for the tears of Gura. Okay, this guy, as far as I remember, he's not a boss, so he can be dealt with. Bye bye. Okay, so I really need to see what's heavy. Transfer some of them to my trolls. Okay, so the library of esoteric knowledge is right in front of me over here. There's plenty of skeletons around the area. I don't want to play with them just yet. If they attack me, I will stand and fight. If not, I'll just pretend they don't exist. Yeah, so fortunately these guys are quite good at dealing damage. Speaking of, I forgot to check. Huh? That's interesting. They both got assassin as a perk. Okay, so it's time to enter the library of esoteric knowledge, which is over here. We've got an obelisk right in front of it. I just remember there is a journey. Okay. Apparently, I was supposed to talk to Conan before coming here. Well, never mind. Yeah, once you get deeper inside, you will stop gaining corruption, if I remember well. Okay, so there we are. This is the library of esoteric knowledge. That's the let's call it hole in the ceiling. You can actually see it from the top. And now I really understand why you shouldn't jump from there. This is the map room, which allows you to teleport across the Exiled lands. Of course, you'll have to unlock the obelisks before doing so. And you can only teleport by accessing the map room and teleport to one of the obelisks you're attuned to. In order to learn how to make it, you need to talk to this man, well, his ghost, the archivist. You just need to find the proper body position to actually make
Do
him
not
talk.
be afraid, bonded one.
And this is called
I am just a
cartographer.
shadow, a whisper of what once was.
Once you learn cartographer,
Before the fall, when this kingdom raised
should find
knighted
it,
pillars
think
of
here.
black stone to the sky, I was called
Here.
the Archivist.
Nope. Yeah, it is over here. So you learned how to make the map room, and you learned how to make corrupted stones, which are necessary in order to craft the map room. Immediately on the right, you will find a scroll. Well, you will find the Library of Esoteric Knowledge. Once you interact with it, you will get a scroll. Now, after getting that scroll, you can interact with it again if you have these, the fragments of power. And each time you interact with it, you will get some recipes. And this is what I was actually interested in, the tablet of power. Yeah, so I don't remember exactly how many pieces of information there are. Okay, so we've got merchant signs, essence of rot, and something else, whirlwind blades. Once again, you will be able so on sit. Yeah, and there we go. You can actually see it over here. So we've got essence of rot. I think this is used to make some gear. The merchant signs, the reinforced Skelos cultist robe, and the Skelos cultist robe. This one is actually quite wonderful, the tablet of power. Basically, if you're using the fragments of power in your inventory, you will get 10 knowledge points. But if you're converting them, you can convert 5 of them into a tablet of power. So basically, instead of getting 50 points, you will be getting 60 for the tablet of power. It basically saves you 10 points for each 5 fragments of power. Now this one I've already unlocked earlier on. Same. This one I kind of have it. And the whirlwind blades. Yeah, so this is pretty much what you need to know about the Unnamed City and the bosses in it. Now that you've actually learned the map room, in order to be able to teleport later on to different points. We'll have to attune to the obelisks. Usually they will give off corruption, so you need to quickly go after them and then go away. Okay, so you just go next to it, press attune bracelet, and it's going to be attuned. So when it comes to knowledge and bosses, those were pretty much it. There's also some relic hunter camps, like this one. There's one over here, one around here, one over here, one here, and one of them around here. I'll just show you exactly what's in there. Now, in order to actually deal with these guys faster, I'll lay some traps for them. Yeah, so this one is basically a commander. The relic hunter treasure seekers. The hell? These bastards joined in as well. Okay, so when it comes to these guys, usually they should also drop some pieces of Silent Legion armor, but what's more important is the Heart of a Hero. You can trade these at Hanuman's Grotto over here, and there's a chance, I think, to get a silverback or a netty, 20%. If not, you can consume them, and they will start and they will heal your corruption. I had no idea they actually heal that much. I was thinking maybe they only heal a little bit. Now the weapon is not that excellent. Okay, usually in these camps you should also be able to find a loot chest. Okay. And it's usually gold or something, gold, silver, or something related to those. I have no idea what's happening with the trolls. Okay, so at this point I can just exit through here. Or maybe I can actually go after the... I don't remember the name of that skeleton. But he is on top of the wall. So basically I've already circled around and through it. If you haven't been here before, it will be tricky. If you've been here before, then you already know what to expect, and it's a lot easier. Now I'm already back to where I started, which is the spawn point of the red dragon. But as I said, I will go here to the top, and somewhere around the wall I should find a skeleton who drops a legendary sword, if I remember well, or if nothing changed. Usually, since that sword was honestly not dealing too much damage, I think it was like 33 damage or something like that, I wasn't really interested in it. Early in the game, when you actually need to deal damage, you can easily get these by going here at the ruins of Almeera and fighting the Stygians. Yeah, so there we go. This is our target, Mr. whatever he is. He's a mini boss, as far as I remember. So you can easily get that sword out of him. Yeah, so the sword is called the Eye of the Watcher. To be honest, it's not necessarily that bad, since it's also cold resistant, but that damage is not enough for me to actually want to take it with me. Okay, let's see if there's anything else around here. As far as I remember, there shouldn't. Maybe more skeletons. Not sure if there's another one of these. As I said, as long as I don't see it as a potential for a strong weapon or something, I don't even bother going to the location. I was recently exploring the map on Sipta, and I discovered some location that I had no idea existed. Okay, so over here there's an entrance behind. Yeah, so at this point there's exactly nothing. Okay, so somewhere around here I think there should be a way to go down. I just have to find it. Maybe there isn't. Maybe it's over here at the big gate. Since I'm in the area, I want to go one more time after the spider demon. Maybe I can get something better as a weapon. Okay, so there was a way down. Annoying demonic snake. Okay, so basically around the corner I should find the entrance to the Spider Demon's cave. I think it's over here. Okay, so I really have no idea what the bloody hell is happening. How these rocks are falling. The only good thing is I'm not fast enough to receive them on my head.
Mimir will have your heart, Outlander!
Okay, so I can finally get some water.
So I can carve it on your pyre!
Bye bye, Mr. Spider. I always forget about that bloody thing. Okay, let's hope that I can find something nice. Usually you can get pretty unlucky over here. Well, interesting. Bye bye. Yeah, so I'm actually hoping for a momentum. I'm not sure if it's dropping anymore, to be honest, but if it is, I am hoping for one. Or at least something that will cause some damage over time. Okay, let's get some ichor. I might actually need some. Yeah, so you can actually get yourself plenty of crystals over here. To be honest, I'm not interested in them. I will need to go after them at some point. But it's just not now.
So I can carve it on your pyre!
Okay, so it looks like I will have to get rid of some weight. Oopsie. And there we go, Mr. Demon Spider once again. I keep watching over my weight in order not to get overweight. Okay, so in order to finish this guy faster, I will use these knives. I really hate that attack. Usually it allows it to escape the damage over time. And he's down. Okay, let's see if I'm lucky or not. Not really that lucky. Okay, what the hell is weighing so much? Apparently is this. So it was quite productive, to be honest, going to the Unnamed City. I wasn't expecting to actually kill the bosses before actually training these guys. Even got them to level 13, that's not bad. That was just because I wanted to go after each boss and took my time. If you want, you can do a fast run, mostly on skeletons and on the bosses on the ground level, and you should be able to basically farm more experience faster. Not to mention, if you want to save even more time, you can bypass taking any resources, and that will give you a decent chance at actually leveling up faster. Still, it's good to see that my trolls are this strong. Now I can take them to some dungeon. Speaking of dungeons, let's see. Oh, there is something called Dungeon Dweller. But I'm not sure how to access it. Anyway, not my problem. Fortunately, in this valley over here next to the river, and across this area, only next to the river, you are safe from the sandstorm. You can see it, it's in the distance, going away from the Unnamed City, but it's not affecting you. I think if you go at the top where that big tree is, then it might actually become a problem. I do have this mask with me anyway, and it's useful on sandstorms. And the best thing about this one is that you can actually find it at some of these places. It's not a guaranteed spawn, it's quite rare to be honest, but I did manage, I think, in like maybe 20 attacks on those camps to get 2 of them, so you can always have a try. So basically now I'm just following the same way back to my camp, the same way I came. Or better said, the same way I went to the Unnamed City. Hello, Mr. Crocodile, do you want to die? Yeah, so pretty soon I will actually need a mace for myself. This one is not necessarily the best. I want the legendary one. Okay, so it appears that there's some issue with the camera.
Outlander!
Hopefully it will get fixed soon. Makes me feel like I've been drinking. And it's not a nice feeling unless you are drinking.
So I can carve it on your pyre!
Hello, rock noses, do you want to die? Okay, so Janos is actually... Sorry about that. Janos is actually becoming stronger and stronger, to be honest. He's already at 3.1k HP, and I gave him food for strength, so he got that all by himself. And the best thing about him is that he actually has disappeared, apparently. Yeah, the best thing is that he actually has a 100% chance of getting strength when he levels up. Now that's a lot of strength, to be honest. and he still has some leveling up to do, and he started with 30. So even with the perk giving him 3 pieces, that's still a decent job he did by himself.
Enemies will have your heart, Outlander!
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Apparently, these guys are not as generous as the ones from the Unnamed City. As you can see, after going there, I got plenty of useful things.
Take the Outlander!
And finally, I am close to my base. I still haven't found a good base location. Basically, I need something close to one of them obelisks, and at the same time to some important resources. I'm thinking a little bit about making it actually somewhere around here, because there's an obelisk here. But I will have to figure it out. At the same time, the central point would be a lot better. So I forgot, I just passed the sinkhole and forgot to attune to the obelisk over there. Okay, so first things first, let's dismantle some hardened steel weapons. I was hoping for more. Okay, next. Oh, I actually want that silver. Yeah, so if you can manage to get yourself weapons and then recycle some star metal bars in order to make the tools, you don't really have to go farm star metal. Let's see. I will leave these here as well. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use them. This one seems interesting though. It might be a good thing to go in the sunken city with. Okay, this one goes here as well. I will have to go get some puffball mushrooms to make more noxious arrows. They are quite effective, to be honest. Okay, donate, donate, donate. Yeah, so now that I have these, I'm basically quite well set up. Currently, I need some more of those. Uh, Bloody hell. Yeah, so I actually need to make more powders. Well, dust. Now, since I have plenty of iron bars, I can turn some of them into steel. This one can stay over here. This one can stay over here. This one as well. I don't need that one. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. This one. Okay, so as I said, these can either be used for fish gill potion, which allows you to breathe underwater, or they can be used for witch fire, but you actually need to discover witch fire at the dregs. So that will be sometime soon. Now, since I discovered the map room, let's give it 1 second to get rid of a couple of things. Nope. Yep. Okay, so when it comes to the map room, you will bloody hell find it, I think over here. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm lost. Maybe it's not there anymore. Yeah, so as I was saying, the tablet of power is actually worth 5 fragments of power, but it will give you 60 points of knowledge. And I really don't know where the bloody hell that map room is. Apparently it's crafted with the construction hammer. I think it was supposed to be over here. But for some... it's over here. Under special, yeah, so basically you need a couple of things which I already have. And corrupted stone. When it comes to corrupted stone, you need an alchemist bench. And you'll need 1 ichor, 1 blood, and 1 stone. So basically, I will need 100 more of these, and then I can make the map room. Not bad. Okay, one more time. These guys actually leveled up decently. They're quite close to actually getting level to level 14. Unfortunately, Lian is way behind Janos. Still, not a bad way to go. But I am a bit disappointed. He actually got only 12 points in strength after 13 levels, and Out of those 12, 3 of them are because of that perk. His vitality is not that good. On the other hand, I'm happy about this guy. His strength is basically 21 above what he started, but to be fair, he does have a 100% growth chance, plus that extra 14. Also, his vitality went up quite a lot, despite having only the 58%. I have no idea how they managed to both get the same perk when it comes to the one they get at level 10. But that strength is, let's say, quite useful. Yeah, so I did manage to unlock quite a couple of pieces of knowledge at the Library of Esoteric Knowledge, like this, the Essence of Rot, the Merchant Signs, the Skelos Armors, this one, the Throne of Skelos, and the Whirlwind Blades. These I learned by myself by going inside the arena. I will go over there pretty soon. I want to play a little bit with the Undead Dragon. Last time I was there just to learn the recipes. Yeah, so it was, let's call it successful adventure during this episode, but this is where it ends for today. So thank you very much for either watching the live stream or if you're watching the video after it gets posted on my YouTube channel. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.